ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः. Hare Krishna. Today I'm going to read the book Nectarean Ocean of the Holy Name by Sachinandan Swami Maharaj. Srimad Bhagavatam 10.15.6 Ede linastava yaso kilalogatirtham gayanda adipurushanupadam bhajante prayo avimuniguna bhavatyam mukhya gudham vanebina jahadi anaghatma daivam. Originally, personality. These bees must all be great sages and most elevated devotees of yours, for they are worshipping you by following you along the path and chanting your glories, which are themselves a holy place for the entire world. Though you have disguised yourself within this forest, O sinless one, they refuse to abandon you, their worshipable Lord. Srimad Bhagavatam 10.35.11 Sarasa Hamsa Vihangas Charu Gita Hruda Chedasa Etya Harim Upasada Te Yada Chitta Handam Milita Drishodrida Munaha. The charming flute song then steals away the minds of the cranes, swans, and other lake-dwelling birds. Indeed, they approach Krishna, close their eyes, and maintaining strict silence, worship him by fixing their consciousness upon him in deep meditation. Srimad Bhagavatam 10.21.14 Prayo Badamba Vihaga Munayo Vanesmin Krishnekshidam Tad Uditam Kalavenugitam Aruhyaye Drumabhujan Rujira Pravadan Smandi Milita Trisho Vigadanyabhajaha. O mother, in this forest all the birds have risen onto the beautiful branches of the trees to see Krishna with closed eyes. They are simply listening in silence to the sweet vibrations of his flute, and they are not attracted by any other sound. Surely these birds are on the same level as great sages. Srimad Bhagavatam 10.21.11 Dhanyahas smabuddha yadhayo abhi harinya eda yanandanandanam upada vijitra vesham aganyavenuranitam saha krishna saraha pujam dadur virajidam pranayavalokaiha. Blessed are all these foolish deer because they have approached Maharaj Nanda's son, who is gorgeously dressed and is playing on his flute. Indeed, both the doe and the bucks worship the Lord with looks of love and affection. Srimad Bhagavatam 10.21-13 Gavascha Krishna Mukha Nirgada Venugita Piyushamutta Vidakarna Udair Pibantyaha Savahasnudastana Kavalasma Satastur Govindamatmani Drishauru Kalahas Sprindyuha. Using their upraised ears as vessels, the cows are drinking the nectar of the flute song flowing out of Krishna's mouth. The calves, their mouth full of milk from their mother's moist nipples, stand still as they take Govinda within themselves through their tear-filled eyes and embrace him with their hearts. Srimad Bhagavatam 10.35.5 Vrindaso Vraja Vrisham Mrigagavo Venuvadya Hruda Chedasa Arad Dandadasta Kavala Dridakarna Nidrida Likhita Chitram Ivashan. O girls, the son of Nanda, who gives joy to the distressed bears steady lightning on his chest and has a smile like a jewel necklace. Now, please hear something wonderful. When he vibrates his flute, Urija's bulls, deer, and cows standing in groups at a great distance are all captivated by the sound, and they stop chewing the food in their mouth and cock their ears. Stunned, they appear as if asleep or like figures in a painting. Srimad Bhagavatam 10.21.17. Purna Pulindya Urukya Padabcharaga Sri कुङ्कुमेन दयितास्तन मण्डितेन तद्दर्शनस्मर रुजास्तमरुसेतेन लिम्बान्द्य अनान कुशेषुजाहुस्तद् अधिम्. The Aborigine women of the Vrindavana area become disturbed by lust when they see the grass marked with reddish kumkuma powder. Endowed with the color of Krishna's lotus feet, this powder originally decorated the breasts of his beloveds, and when the aborigine women smear it on their face and breast, they feel fully satisfied and give up all their anxiety. Srimad Bhagavatam 10.12.6. Yadi Drudam Gado Krishna Vana Shobekshanayatam Aham Purvam Idi Samsprashya Remere. Sometimes Krishna would go to a somewhat distant place to see the beauty of the forest. Then all the other boys would run to accompany him, each one saying, I shall be the first to run and touch Krishna. I shall touch Krishna first. In this way, they enjoy life by repeatedly touching Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam 10.12.11. Idam sadam brahma sukhanubhutya dasyam gyadanam paradaivedena maya sridanam naradaragena sagam vijahu kritapunyam punjaha. In this way, all the cowherd boys used to play with Krishna, who is the source of the Brahman effulgence for jnanis, desiring to merge into that effulgence, who is the Supreme Personality of Godhead for devotees who have accepted eternal servitorship, and who for ordinary persons is but another ordinary child. The cowherd boys, having accumulated the results of pious activities for many lives, were able to associate in this way with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. How can one explain their great fortune? Hare Krishna. So these verses are beautiful verses from the Srimad Bhagavatam, especially focusing on the 10th canto, which describes the divine pastimes of Lord Krishna during his childhood and youth in Vrindavana. This illustrates how not only humans but all the nature, trees, creepers, birds, animals, were enchanted by the presence of Krishna and his music, particularly chanting his flute, hearing the chanting of his flute. The first verse explains how the trees and creepers are so overwhelmed with the divine love, and which symbolizing the devotional emotion of that trees and creepers. Then the second verse, the bees are described as elevated devotees following Krishna and humming his glories. Despite his divine disguise in the forest, the bees recognize the Lord and remain devoted. This reflects the idea that true devotees never abandon the Lord, regardless of external forms or situations. Then the birds, like cranes and swans, close their eyes and enter in a meditation mode upon hearing Krishna's flute. Then the other word is about Birds climb to treetops to get a glimpse of Krishna, silently hearing his flute, ignoring all other sounds. Um, then even the deer, often seen as a simple and fearful animal, but they are so blessed. Despite their foolish nature, they respond to Krishna's flute with pure-hearted devotion. And cows and calves, deeply moved, stop feeding or moving and listening to the flute. Tears fill their eyes as they take Govinda into their hearts. Then this illustrates the aesthetic appreciation of Krishna's beauty and charm, calling attention to how his presence transforms the entire environment, filling it with joy and amazement. Hare Krishna.